Hey guys, Toast here. Today we're going to review and discuss the Chauchat, a light machine gun for the support class from the first DLC They Shall Not Pass in Battlefield 1. We'll discuss the stats of each of the different variants, attachments, the situations in which the weapon excels, and some tips when playing with this particular weapon. The Chauchat comes in two different variants, low weight and telescopic. In order to unlock the low weight variant, you need to get 50 kills with the Lewis gun suppressive and resupply your allies 75 times. In order to unlock the telescopic variant, you need to get a total of 10 mortar kills and get 15 kills in a single round with the M1909 Benet Merci telescopic. Both variants share the vast majority of their stats in common with a few slight differences. Both variants have a maximum damage of 35 and minimum damage of 23. This makes the Chauchat the hardest hitting light machine gun in the game, similar to the RSC for the medic class. In fact, the minimum damage for the Chauchat is equivalent to the maximum damage for every other light machine gun in the game. The weapon deals maximum damage up to 10 meters and then drops to the minimum damage at 40 meters. This means that it's a 3-shot body shot kill up to 10 meters, dropping to a 5-shot body shot kill by 40 meters, which again is still significantly better than all other light machine guns. To counterbalance this uncharacteristically high damage, the Chauchat has the lowest rate of fire by far at only 359 rounds per minute, compared to the Benet Merci, which is the next lowest at 450. The Chauchat also has the lowest muzzle velocity at 720 meters per second. The weapon has 20 rounds per magazine before needing to be reloaded, tying it for the smallest magazine with the BAR, and has a short reload time of 2.9 seconds with a long reload of 3.55 seconds. Both variants have the same recoil pattern and severity, with 0.55 degrees of vertical recoil and 0.22 degrees of horizontal recoil. Comparatively, this is the highest vertical recoil of any support weapon by far, with middle-of-the-road horizontal recoil. The differences in variants come into play with the recoil decrease and increase per shot, as well as the spread. The low-weight variant has noticeably better recoil decrease, meaning that the weapon's sight returns to neutral position faster between each shot. The low-weight variant also has just slightly better spread increase per shot, meaning that the spread increases less with each subsequent shot, as well as better spread decrease, meaning that the spread returns to its baseline faster between shots. The telescopic variant has better ADS spread while standing still, as well as a better first shot spread multiplier, which, combined, means that the telescopic variant is going to have less overall spread. Overall, the attachments available for the two variants are pretty similar to what we've seen for similar variants of other support weapons. The low-weight variant is the only one with iron sights. You have the option of two different types of iron sights, both standard and AA, although the AA sights on this particular weapon are designed differently than others. The magnification ranges from 1x up to 2x, and you can select the weapon's recoil direction, either center, left, or right, whichever is going to help you best control the weapon. The telescopic variant features the same mid-range sight as other telescopic variants, giving you the options of cross, chevron, beam, and post reticles. The magnification of this variant ranges from 2.5x up to 4x, and you can also select the weapon's recoil direction. The Chauchat is a very interesting weapon because it can work well in many situations, but requires the user to take strong control over the weapon's high recoil and compensate for its slow muzzle velocity and slow rate of fire with increased accuracy. The weapon does particularly well in close range due to the high damage and favorable hipfire spread, but can be difficult to control at medium and long ranges due to the high recoil and slow muzzle velocity for a light machine gun. If you can learn to control these factors by compensating with your aim, then the high minimum damage makes the Chauchat formidable at medium and long range in the right hands. Similar to the RSC 1917 for the medic class, the Chauchat is really a skill-capped weapon that rewards you for improved aim and recoil compensation. It doesn't have the sheer fire rate of the BAR or the spammy capabilities of the MG15, however, since each shot can deal significantly more damage than the other light machine guns, if you really focus on hitting each shot and minimizing your misses, then the weapon is likely to treat you very well. Despite having a small magazine, the Chauchat is capable of taking out multiple enemies, so don't be afraid to take on a group of enemies just because you think you might need to reload. With the 35 maximum damage, the weapon is theoretically capable of taking out 7 enemies per magazine, assuming you were to hit every body shot without the limb modifiers and not taking headshots into consideration. While the likelihood of that happening is extremely slim, it isn't unreasonable to take out 3 or 4 enemies before needing to reload. Don't let the small magazine size fool you. Both variants of the Chauchat offer a bipod, which means you do have the capability to mount either variant to drastically improve the weapon's recoil. The telescopic variant benefits the most from this due to the higher magnification scope, and allows you the opportunity to more accurately pick off your enemies at a distance. That being said, be cautious when using the bipod with this particular weapon. Because of the small magazine size, you risk giving your enemy the time to acquire you and close the gap if you don't take them out prior to needing to reload. Hip-firing the Chauchat is actually surprisingly more successful than you might anticipate. The weapon has some of the best hip-fire spread for light machine guns, and because you're likely to be hip-firing within the weapon's maximum damage range, all you need are 3 shots to hit and you've got yourself a kill. I don't necessarily recommend hip-firing all the time, as you'll certainly benefit from the improved accuracy of aiming down sight, but don't be afraid to use it in close quarters. You'll likely be pleasantly surprised. Now I want to know how you feel about using the Chauchat. Do you like the weapon and feel it's viable? Or do you feel that there are other weapons that may be a better choice for the support class? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Toast, and I'll talk to you soon.